Hello folks, and welcome back. This is Ray again with Work From Home Jobs. Okay, in this video I'm going to be touching on what we call LLC jobs, which is limited liability company. Okay, it's pretty much kind of like getting incorporated or incorporated. Okay, except you don't need lawyers and all that stuff. Okay, now some legitimate, and I want to repeat that word again, these are actual legitimate work from home positions for very legitimate large companies. And the two companies I'm going to be using in this video as an example is a company called Arise and a company called LiveOps. Okay, and this is how they go about hiring people for their projects. Okay, now I'm not going to go into detail of what LLC actually is, but I will post a link of this great website that I found. Let me close this guy out here, and they have a breakdown of what LLC is, okay, and all that good stuff. Now, a lot of times there's misinformation floating around the internet that companies like Arise and LiveOps are scams because they do ask for fees. Let's face it, this is pretty much operating your own business. And to operate any business, there's always going to be some fees at startup. And the fees for LLC work from home jobs are not that steep. They can go as high as a couple of $100, but usually not that much. All right. But now, what a lot of people will do too is that they'll climb aboard if they're just starting off with something like this and they just want to start doing this kind of work. Some other LLC companies that have been established and doing this for a while will advertise on these websites of these actual companies that they will bring you aboard for a small fee. So instead of paying, say, $150 to get your LLC going, if you pay $25, $50, you could climb aboard with an established LLC person already, and you could still work under your certain terms too. Whatever that person and you set up as far as policies go. Okay, so now the two companies we're going to be looking at is Arise. Okay, and here's our website right here. Arise is huge. They hire thousands and thousands of phone rep people, um, and things of that nature. Now, the pluses of these: flexible scheduling. You could set up your own schedule, and you could pick your own clients and projects that you choose to do, depending on how many projects they got available at that given time. So you could sometimes come here and find that they have like 10 different positions, not all just one position. And that's what's great about these kind of networks. Okay, and some of them even pay, like LiveOps, for instance. They pay usually by the minute that you're on the phone with a customer, which is pretty cool because that kind of tells me I'm not as strict to be at my computer system every minute of the day while I'm working, because they're not paying me by the hour. Okay, so that's kind of telling me that that may give me some flexibility. If I need to step away for 5 or 10 minutes or take a half-hour break whenever I want to, I can, and then just come back, log into the systems. But I still think you have to adhere to your actual schedule bracket that you made for that week, or however they do that. Okay, so these are guidelines. You would have to come to these actual websites, and I will supply all these links. Okay, to give you an idea of how these companies operate. Okay, so that's basically what LLC work is. Okay, you're kind of like a subcontractor. You're not an employee, and it's like you're doing vendor work for them. Look at it that way. Okay, so they're supplying you with the clients, they're supplying you with the work, and they do pay you. They pay you just like any other regular company would, whether it's bi-weekly or once a month. And again, all that information will be found here. Okay, so again, the only downfall may be coughing up that money at the start. Okay, because they're also not going to cover background checks, credit checks, and things of that nature. That all comes out of your pocket. But those usually are not too expensive either. I would say if you wanted to start off your own LLC right at the start, everything probably shouldn't cost you any more than a couple of $100. Okay, and you're going to make that um, probably in your first paycheck back. So, and a lot of times they won't have actual, they don't have paid training either, most of them. You know, if they do have some training, you have to attend the training courses, but you don't get paid for them. But they will teach you how to be successful at operating along with their business. Okay, so that these are two great companies, and there are a few more out there. I just can't remember who they are at the moment. So just poke around on the websites that I've showed you guys in earlier videos, like Real Ways to Earn Money Online. She's got a nice list of them. And Indeed posts them from time to time. So you could tell right there between those two websites usually that if it's a legitimate company. And these two companies I know are, because I've known people that actually worked for them. Okay, and they've been around for a while now. So again, folks, this was another video covering LLC subcontracting work, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.